Welcome back to Cornelius' Cooking Corner. We're going to check on our pork spare ribs.
Well, that was cut kind of short. Okay. And this is what they look like. Well, they look
Beautiful.
really
Okay, they
good.
better not hold it, so they going.
Oh, I'm sorry. Closing up, 'cause it's hot now. It's getting on me. All right, so in this episode here, we're still cooking our ribs, of course, but right now we're getting ready to go with Dre. This is Dre. We met him earlier. He's going to make the sauce to go on top of the ribs. So we're going to be making this sauce from scratch, kind of, sort of.
The base is another barbecue sauce, but I'm just doctoring it up because I don't like normal sauce.
And then we have the silly Billy in the back. So right now what we're going to do is we're just going to use this empty pan here that's laying on the stove. Well, actually it's just sitting there. We're going to use that with all this different stuff that's sitting right here. Ketchup, barbecue sauce, red wine, honey, garlic, salt, pepper, and brown sugar. That's the light brown sugar, people, not the dark one. That's the light one. Be very careful which one you use. You don't want... What's the difference between the brown sugars, Dre? He can tell you.
The difference in molasses.
The molasses? What about the molasses?
It's how much molasses they put in the sugar.
See, he's so smart. They taught him so good. I don't know where, but they taught him good somewhere. All right, so we'll be right back.
Good somewhere.
We'll try to find some kind of commercial to have for you.
Do it now.
1 second, we're going to have a commercial. I already said the commercial, so we got the commercial.
We don't need a commercial right now.
Yeah, because the commercial lady is still digging through her commercial items. So we're going to go back to the show, and Dre's going to add, how much honey are we adding here?
About 2 or 3 tablespoons.
2 or 3 tablespoons, and he's just going to measure that by eye. This is what happens when you're such a good cook sometimes. Sometimes when you're a good cook. Not all the time. Sometimes, believe me.
The honey's going to melt. I'm going to add some red wine.
How much red wine are we going to add to this?
About a tablespoon.
About a tablespoon. About a tablespoon of red wine here. This is pretty good.
Ketchup.
And some ketchup. This is really great. It looks kind of funny inside the pan with the ketchup.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Interesting. So, do I get a free sample once we get halfway there or something? Or is it not good when I taste it halfway?
There's no answer.
I'd rather you not taste it halfway, so it'd be scorching hot, and you'll burn the hell out of your tongue.
We're going to add some pepper, I think.
Some fresh.
He meant heck. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we don't cuss on this show. Kids are watching. Thank you.
It's not my problem, but okay.
Remember the sign for real. Show them real sign. It's the baby sign.
Real.
Okay, bring us back.
Okay.
Bring us back. Back to reality. And how much brown sugar are we putting in here?
About 2 teaspoons.
2
That's
teaspoons.
a little more than 2 teaspoons.
On top of the brown sugar that we put on the ribs. You see here, there's brown sugar inside of the ribs here. This isn't the one that's inside the pan. We have some already sitting in the stove cooking right now that looks pretty good. So we're just going to mix this all together. I have a question. This sauce here, is this only enough for one person or is it enough for everybody?
Nah, this is a quick one so I can see if it's going to be good.
Oh, okay. He's just mixing it up. So, you explain this, Dre, while you're doing this to my
This is just a tester sauce. It's actually a thinner sauce than normal that I would normally make, so it can actually stretch to be 12 to go on all of the ribs.
Okay, so it's gonna be like more like a rub just to put it on while it's cooking.